Got a text. Let me go and hit the send button. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, y'all. So today we are going to be making two things. We're doing jalapeno popper chicken salad, and we're making dinner for tonight, and we're doing chicken nuggets. So both are low carb, and this chicken salad is going to be really high in protein. So it's really great for Andrew. I don't know what the calorie count is going to be on it because it is going to have bacon in it, which is not too bad. And of course it's going to have cheese, but it shouldn't be too bad on the calorie count. And then the chicken nuggets, we have been making these for a couple of weeks now, and Andrew really likes them. Griffin likes them too. They are low carb chicken nuggets. They're very easy to make. And so we're going to make those tonight as well. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. I hope y'all are having a really great day. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven. I'm using the convection on my oven, and I'm going to go ahead and get it preheated to 400 degrees on convection, okay? The convection takes longer to preheat, so I want to go on and get that going. So we're going to do jalapeno popper chicken salad first, and this I'm prepping for lunches. So Andrew and I will be eating this for our lunch on a wrap, or we can eat it on a piece of bread, or we can just eat it with a spoon. However it is that we feel like we want to eat it. So let's see how y'all are doing today. Hi, Maxine. Hey, Linda. Hello, Carol. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Hey, Teresa Johnston. Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Sandy over on YouTube. Hello, Jenny. Good to see you. Y'all, I'm cold today. It's warmed up a little bit here. It's 49, but I am still cold today. I'm just like, ravioli, yum. I love ravioli. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Sandy Hutch. Hello, Linda. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Carolyn. So we love jalapeno popper anything because, I don't know, we love jalapenos. They are our favorite pepper. And the last time I made chicken salad, I just made a traditional chicken salad with celery and nuts, and Andrew likes grapes in it. And I thought jalapeno popper chicken salad sounds really good. And so that's what we're doing today. So let's get into it. All right. Oh, Rhonda, that's amazing. That sounds amazing. So I have got 4 cans of canned chicken. Now you could use whatever you want to. The canned chicken is just easy. It's really high in protein. And it's just one of those things I can keep in my pantry. So I've got 4 of the pretty large cans of canned chicken. The one that I use is reduced sodium. I think it's packed in water. Yeah, premium chicken breast. This one right here is Kroger brand, and it's 18 grams of protein per serving, which is really good. It's 3 ounces, has 18 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. So we have 4 cans in here. This is how much 4 cans is, okay? And we're going to add to this. So I have got some bacon. This is the microwavable bacon. The microwavable bacon is lower in calories. You can control your calories a little bit better with this bacon than you can with regular bacon. So that is the good part about it. I'm going to grab some paper towels, and we're just going to cook up a little bit of bacon. And I think 1 or 2 slices is like 30 calories or something, or 60 calories, 90 calories, sorry, I'm way off. 3 slices, okay, well, I wasn't too far off. 3 slices is 90 calories. That's not bad. This is the one, this is the fully cooked, lower sodium. 3 slices is 90 calories and 6 grams of protein. So I'm going to add, this package has already been opened. but I'm probably going to add all of it. Let's see how many slices I've got here. This is one of those recipes you can adjust and do whatever works best for you. All right, so I've got 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 slices of bacon. I'm going to put this in the microwave and cook this up for a minute. I think I'm going to go 60 seconds. Thank you, Kim. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is blend our cottage cheese. That's the creamy element of this. That's what makes this lower calorie, is the cottage cheese. It also helps with the protein. Andrew's trying to get lots of protein in. And so anyway, we can add in lots of protein if we want to. So cottage cheese, this one here is 13 grams of protein per serving. So that's per half cup. It has 13 grams of protein. I don't know for sure how much I'm going to use, but I have the rest of this container. So I'm just going to blend the rest of this container. That way I can use however much I want. And then whatever I have left over will get used for other things. That's very true, Ashley. She said, Kim, there's really no cooking in this. And you're right. This is a very easy recipe that really doesn't require much cooking. Okay, I'm going to cook that a little bit longer. Go 30 more seconds. So I'm just putting my cottage cheese in a food processor. You can also use a blender. And I'm just going to blend this until it's completely smooth. You can make it completely smooth so that there are no chunks at all. And if you don't like cottage cheese, try it like this because you just might like it. For a lot of people, I think it's the texture more than anything. And so this makes a big difference. We use cottage cheese in place of almost anything that we would use that's creamy. Sour cream, mayonnaise, cream cheese, all of those things. Okay, that looks good. We want crispy bacon. Crispy bacon. Yes, I do that too, Teresa. That's good as well. Another great way to add in more protein. Okay, this looks good. All right, so you can see, look how creamy that is and smooth. All right, so now we just need to get all our ingredients chopped up and ready to go. Okay, so I've got some green onions. I have 4 green onions. So we're gonna do 4 green onions. Chop off those root ends. And I'm just gonna slice them up. All right, so I'm adding all of those into our chicken. Now we're gonna add some jalapenos, of course. I have got a fresh jalapeno. You can do whatever you want to. If you don't want to use fresh, then use just pickled. The pickled jalapenos are definitely a little more mild. I'm gonna use a combination of both. Andrew really likes jalapenos. He likes the fresh jalapenos. So I'm removing all the seed and all of that white part.
You gotta put some seeds in there.
He's telling me to put seeds in there. Hey, Danae, we are doing, right now we're making jalapeno popper chicken salad. And then we're gonna do chicken nuggets here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a fine dice on these. He's already had ice cream. All right. Here we go. Hey, Sandy. No, there's no prep for tomorrow's. Okay, so we got a whole jalapeno cut up. Now we're gonna do pickled jalapenos. Let's grab me a clean fork. Since you're right there. Cinches. Yeah, it'll work.
Little baby.
Little baby fork. All right, we're gonna fish out some pickled jalapenos.
Okay.
And we're gonna dice these up as well. Again, this is one of those things you can use what you want. Choose how many you want to use. We like jalapenos around here.
Jalapenos.
This is a jalapeno eating household.
Eat a lot of them.
Here lately, I've been buying 2 jars at a time when I go to the store.
When you eat healthy spices, I wonder what they taste like.
I don't know about that. I think lots of things taste good whether you're eating healthy or not.
Yeah, but there's a lot of healthy things that don't taste good until you put a little spice. Spice it up.
All right, so we added the pickled jalapenos. Now we're going to chop up our bacon now that it's cooled down.
Bacon's always good. They don't need to be spicy.
Hey, Kelly, we are doing jalapeno popper chicken salad right now. And then here in a minute, we're going to do chicken nuggets, low carb chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
All right, so we got 8 slices of our microwavable bacon. Like I said, you could use fresh bacon and cook that up. But one reason why I like to do it this way is because you can control the calories a little easier. It's got less grease, essentially, which makes it a little less calorie. All right. So I got almost everything in here. We're going to add some shredded cheese. It's just a Mexican shredded cheese.
Not that low fat stuff.
No. And I'm just going to add about a half a cup or so. Okay, and then I'm going to add some of our blended cottage cheese. And this is the creamy part of this. I don't know how much I'm adding exactly until it looks right. We're going to mix this up.
All right, from a health standpoint, can't get too much.
Yep, we just don't want it to be too wet.
Yeah, I think that breaks down to it.
It does. It kind of gets a little more wet and watery over time, yeah. Okay, we definitely need some more.
In the future, going forward, you should mix it all up and leave that out, and we'll put that in there as we eat it.
If you're not trying to be healthy or, low calorie, I would use mayonnaise
You're
here.
not fat like me, you're not trying to lose weight.
You could do mayonnaise. You could do mayonnaise and sour cream. You could also use the Laughing Cow cheeses in here. Those are really yummy. And let me grab some pepper. Let's see, do I have pepper in here?
Is that big thing out there?
I think so. All right, so we're going to do some black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper. Don't know if I intend to put that much, but it's all right. I'm not sure if I'm going to add salt yet because sometimes you don't need it with this chicken and all the stuff that's in it, the jalapeno peppers and all that. Yeah, Tammy, you could use plain Greek yogurt as well. It's going to have more of a tang than the cottage cheese if you use the yogurt. The cottage cheese doesn't have quite the tang that the yogurt does. Andrew's saying it's going to need salt, so we'll see. I'm going to taste it. But it's looking really good. This is what it looks like. He's right. It needs some salt. It also needs something. I think it needs some more jalapenos. I think it needs more pickled jalapenos. So let's, and as this sits, it's going to get better because all those flavors are going to mix together. I'm just going to use the rest of this jar. Okay. Let's chop these up. You can also, if you want to make life easier, you can also buy diced jalapenos in a jar. They come in like a can jar. I buy those too. All right. Hi, Cheryl. Absolutely. All right, let's mix this up and then see how this tastes. Now that we've got the salt and the pepper and the extra jalapenos in there. All right. That looks good. Okay, let me give this a taste. I think it's pretty good. I think it needs more cheese, y'all. It needs some more cheese. I'm gonna do a little more cheese. Danae, he will not. I don't think he will. I don't know for sure, but I don't think that he will. All right, and I think I'm gonna call it quits and let all of this just kind of sit overnight. Then I'll probably eat this for lunch tomorrow. So like I said, you can eat this on low carb bread. You can eat this on a wrap. Let me show you what I use. Okay, so these Carb Balance wraps are really great. They're 70 calories for one. So you can do that. And then they also are low carb. There's 2 grams of net carbs. And then we love this bread here. It is the Aunt Millie's Live Carb Smart. This is delicious. I buy all of them. This is the wheat one. These are 30 calories a slice and 3 grams of protein. And then 2 grams of net carbs. How much protein is in these? 6 grams of protein in these. So if you're trying to get in your protein, go with the wraps. But anyways, so this is really good. All right, so that's my jalapeno popper chicken salad. Now we're gonna make some chicken nuggets. All right, I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and let this. Lettuce wraps, absolutely. You could do lettuce wraps. You could eat it with just a spoon or a fork as well if you wanted to. Either way would be really good. All right, I'm gonna toss this in the fridge. Okay, let me just get all this stuff out of the way, and we'll move on to our chicken nuggets. There's a a little bit of this blended cottage cheese left. That'll get used probably in that chicken salad because I probably will end up adding a little bit more to it. I feel like sometimes as it sits, it just needs more creaminess. All right, let's get all this out of the way, all the trash. Okay. Let's make chicken nuggets. So these chicken nuggets, I have been making these for a few weeks now, and the boys really like them. I really like them, honestly. They're pretty good. And they're really easy to make as well. So, let's see here. Let me grab my supplies. All right. So I'm using ground chicken for this, and I'm gonna use pork rinds. Now, if you don't like pork rinds, you still will like these. I don't like pork rinds. When I open these pork rinds up, they smell absolutely disgusting. But I just pushed through it, and I still really like these chicken nuggets. Okay, so you'll still like them, I promise. Let me grab some eggs. All right, so I'm taking my ground chicken. Hopefully this is thawed because I did have to put it in the microwave.
Ooh. You gonna put bacon in them?
In the chicken nuggets?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not putting bacon in the chicken.
You could put bacon and jalapenos and chicken. That'd be good chicken nuggets. Just saying.
No, thank you.
Well, put bacon and jalapenos in my chicken.
You like pork rinds, Bridget? I don't know. The smell I can't get past.
Oh, they're good. Chicharrones.
And so, all right. I'm going to cut one in half. I'm doing 1.5 pounds. I don't think they'll all get eaten. And I can't fit them all on one pan.
Over the next day or two.
I'll just grind, do the other.
Meat.
Yeah.
Protein bowl meat.
Yeah. This one, I'm gonna stick this one back in. It's still a little frozen.
Gordon Ramsay would not approve of microwaving your meat.
Sure it would. Oh, that's not what I want. Auto defrost. There we go.
Oh, yeah, talk to me.
Okay, so pork rinds. You want to just crunch these up. You can use the food processor and get them ground up really small. I've done that before, but I just dirtied my food processor, so we're gonna pound them out. So Lisa, you don't like pork rinds, you will still like this. At least I would think that you will, because like I said, I do not like pork rinds. But these are still good. So this bag, I've already used some. We're gonna need more than just this bag. I'm gonna get my mallet out. Take out my aggression on these pork rinds here. You know what? We're going to paper plates today. I'm going to dump my pork rinds onto my plate. This should be good. Yep. All right. They're great for carbs, Tammy, because they're literally pork. So there's 0 carbs in pork rinds. Blech.
It's higher on the calories, though.
They're 80 calories for ½ of an ounce. There's 5 ounces in this bag.
Yeah, so it's still fewer calories in Doritos, but still got some calories.
Yeah.
Fewer calories than if you did like a flour bread.
Okay, so I use the spicy ones. If you don't want to use the spicy, you can use the plain, and then you can add your own seasoning to them. But I just go with the spicy. Okay, so then for our chicken mixture, we got our ground chicken. I'm gonna do an egg. And then I'm just gonna do some spices in here. So we're going to do garlic powder. Keep it simple. They're chicken nuggets after all, so it doesn't have to be fancy. I'm out of onion powder, it looks like, so we won't be doing onion powder. And I'm going to do some cayenne pepper. We like things spicy around here. Some cayenne pepper, some pepper, regular pepper, and then we'll do a little bit of salt. Jamie? I don't know if I have or not. That sounds familiar. But I don't think I have. Honestly. Okay. Take a fork. Mix all this up. You can use whatever kind of ground meat you want to for this, I suppose. But we're making chicken nuggets, so we're doing ground chicken. Just mix it up really good. A couple of those pieces were starting to cook in the microwave. I forgot about it just a smidgen. Yeah, so Debbie, you would use regular pork rinds, and then you can always, when you make your crumbs, you could always add whatever kind of spices you wanted to it. Okay, so here's our chicken. Okay, so you just got chicken, egg, and whatever kind of spices you want, okay? And then we've got our pork rinds. So we need to prepare our cookie sheet. So I use a cookie sheet, and then I also use a baking rack. Now, if you have an air fryer, you could do these in the air fryer as well. I have a convection oven, so I use the convection oven. I'm going to add aluminum foil to the bottom of my pan to keep it clean because I don't like to clean up messes. Or rather Andrew does not like to clean up messes. I don't think he's paying attention to me.
All right. I mean, why not use it?
Yeah. Okay, then I take Pam and I spray the rack. I do not spray the foil. I don't spray the rack on the foil. And the reason why I don't do that is because it makes it get smoky. Yeah. So I just take this to the sink and spray this. I spray both sides, and that just makes it come clean easier when you're. It also keeps those chicken nuggets from sticking. So I'm just gonna spray both sides over my sink. With my pan, and then put that on my cookie sheet. The oven is preheated, like I said, it's convection, so it's preheated to 400 degrees on convection, okay? And this is how simple this is, y'all. You're gonna take a cookie scoop. I use this small one. It's the perfect size for these chicken nuggets. All right. And you just scoop, plop it into your crumb mixture, just like that. Okay. Hey Regina, we just finished making jalapeno popper chicken salad, and now we're making chicken nuggets for tonight. The chicken salad is for lunches. The chicken nuggets are for tonight. So then I just take and I put some of my crumbs, and then I just sort of pat it. Get those crumbs into the chicken, and there's your little chicken nugget, and you're just gonna pop that onto your cookie sheet. I used 1.5 pounds. With this scoop, this will completely fill up my cookie sheet. It'll get it pretty full. So I do put my chicken nuggets pretty close together. They're only going to shrink. They're not going to get any bigger. So you don't have to worry too much about that. They're not like cookies, you know, they're not going to spread or anything like that. So I just hold them in my hand and just pat and you want them to be, you know, we're not looking for these to be perfect in size or anything like that. They can be rustic looking. But you just I just usually do a couple of scoops, and then I just get my crumb mixture on there. Stacy made chili. That sounds good, Stacy. I'm sure it was delicious. Yes, Teresa, I did. So I did 1.5 pounds of chicken, of ground chicken. You can do 1 pound as well. It just depends on how much your family eats of it. The last time I made 1.5 pounds, we did have some leftovers. And that's all there is to it. I will have to add more pork rinds because this will not be enough pork rinds. And then we're going to serve this with sweet potato fries. I'll put the sweet potato fries in the oven at the same time I put the chicken in the oven. And we may do a vegetable. Who knows? We'll see. And I just cook these until they are crispy and brown on the outside. They get done. I don't really have to worry about them being done more than I do about them being crispy. And I do sometimes flip them as well. What was hubby's request for dinner, Tammy? I missed that. Don't want to touch my phone right now to scroll up. I started from cooking. Wow, Stacy, you really did cook from scratch. You made your beans as well. I never do that. I always buy canned beans, always. Oh, beef stew, yum. And biscuits, ooh. That sounds delicious. His favorite is meatloaf. That sounds like my dad. His favorite's meatloaf. I can't stand meatloaf. is making ravioli tonight, Rhonda. Jezelyn is making ravioli tonight. Oh, wow, Tammy. Look at you. All right. I think I've got to get me some more. I'm going to do one more scoop, and then I'm going to have to crush up some more pork rinds. I love pot pie. My husband will not eat chicken pot pie, though. That and a lot of other things he will not eat. Like macaroni and cheese, spaghetti. That's not true. He will eat spaghetti. He just doesn't like spaghetti. What else will he not eat? Sloppy Joes, meatloaf, which is fine because I don't like meatloaf. So Jenny, the scoop is like 2 tablespoons, maybe. It's bigger than 1 tablespoon. I know that. I don't think it says. There's a 40 on the inside, but I don't know what that means. So I'm not sure exactly. But it looks like this. Not a full scoop. That sounds good, Stacey. Crunch up the rest of these. Ugh. I hate the way these smell. I hate it. Thankfully, once you cook them, you don't notice it. All right, y'all. So that's really all there is to it. Like I said, I'm just going to bake these until they are golden brown on convection. So you could also do it in an air fryer if you want to. And that's it. Easy peasy. You can dip these. I like to dip them in barbecue sauce because I love barbecue sauce. Andrew, do you dip them?
Yeah, guys, buffalo.
He dips his in buffalo, and Griffin does too. They both dip theirs into buffalo. Yes, Stacey, I used ground chicken for this. And just press your crumbs into your chicken. And of course, we're not going for a ball here. We're going for a nugget. So something like that. And they come out very crispy, y'all. So that's what's great about them. They're low carb, but they're very crispy. You don't have to fry them, so they're lower in calorie. They're wonderful. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, Stacey, I just put some spices and some egg in the ground chicken, and that's it. Rhonda, 400 degrees on convection, and just until they get crispy on the outside. they'll start to get just a little brown and crispy. And that's it. And then I take them out. I've never had to worry about them not being done on the inside. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me. I will see y'all tomorrow for Thrifty Thursday, hopefully. If I can find something. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.